Not yet. The time is nearly up. If only he does not... Ah, there he is. Come in. There is no one here.
I found this note from you, my home. What does it mean?
It is absolutely necessary that I should have a talk with you.
Really? And was it absolutely necessary that it should be here?
It is impossible where I live. There is no private entrance to my rooms. Come in. We are quite alone. The maid is asleep and the Helmers are at the dance upstairs.
Are the Helmers really at the dance tonight?
Yes. Why not?
Oh, certainly. Why not?
Now, Nils, let us have a talk.
Can we two have anything to talk about?
We have a great deal to talk about.
Oh, I should have thought so.
No, you never have properly understood me.
Was there anything else to understand except what was evident to the whole world? That a heartless woman jilted a man when a better chance turned up.
Do you believe I am as absolutely heartless as all that? And do you believe that I did it with a light heart?
Did you?
Nils, did you really think that?
Well, if it were as you say, then why did you write me as you did at the time?
I could do nothing else. As I had to break with you, it was my duty also to put an end to all that you felt for me.
So that was it. All of this, only for the sake of money.
You must not forget that I had a helpless mother and 2 little brothers. We couldn't wait for you, Nils. Your prospects seemed hopeless then.
That may be so, but you had no right to throw me over for anyone else's sake.
Indeed, I don't know. Many a time I did ask myself if I had the right to do it.
When I lost you, it was as if all the solid ground had gone out from under my feet. Look at me now. I'm a shipwrecked man holding on to a piece of wreckage.
But help may be near.
It was near. It was. But then you stood in the way.
Unintentionally, Nils, it was only today that I learned it was your place I was going to take in the bank.
I believe you if you say it was so, but now that you know, will you give it up for me?
No, because that would not benefit you in the least.
Benefits. I would have done it whether or not.
I have learned to act prudently. Life and hard, bitter necessity have taught me that.
What do you mean by that?
Life has taught you something reasonable, but deeds you must believe in. You said you were like a shipwrecked man, clinging to some wreckage.
Yes, I had reason to say so.
Well, I am like a shipwrecked woman, clinging to some wreckage. No one to mourn for, no one to care for.
It was of your own choice.
There was no other choice then.
Well, then what now?
Nils, how would it be if we 2 shipwrecked people could join forces?
What do you say?
2 on the same piece of wreckage would stand a better chance than on their own.
Christine,
What do you suppose brought me to town?
Oh, do you mean you gave me a thought?
I could not endure life without work. All my life, as long as I can remember, I have worked. And it has been my greatest and only pleasure, but now I am quite alone in the world. My life is so dreadfully empty, and I feel so forsaken. There is not the least pleasure in working for oneself. Nils, give me someone and something to work for.
No, I don't trust that. It's nothing but a woman's overstrained sense of generosity that prompts you to make such an offer of yourself.
Have you ever noticed anything of the sort in me?
Could you really do it? Tell me, do you know about my past life?
Yes.
And do you know what they think of me here?
You seemed to imply that with me you might have been quite another man.
I am certain of it.
Is it too late now?
Christine, are you saying that deliberately? Yes, of course you are. I can see it in your face. Have you really the courage then?
I want to be a mother to someone, and your children need a mother. We too need each other. Nils, I have faith in your real character. I can dare anything together with you.
Thanks. Thanks, Christine. Now I shall find a way to clear myself in the eyes of the world. I forgot.
The Tarantella, go, go!
Why? What is it?
Do you hear them up there? When that is over, we may expect them to be back.
Yes, of course I will, but it's of no use. Of course, you don't know what steps I've taken in the matter of the Helmers.
Yes, I know all about that.
And in spite of that, you still have the courage to...
I understand very well to what lengths a man like you might be driven by despair.
Only I could undo what I've done.
You cannot. Your letter is lying there in the box now.
Are you sure of that?
Quite sure. But there's
Wait.
really nothing.
What does this all mean? Does it mean that you will save your friend at any cost? Tell me frankly, is that what it means?
Nils, a woman who has once sold herself for another's sake doesn't do it a second time.
I will ask for the letter back.
No.
Yes, of course I will. I will wait here till Helmer returns, and then I will demand that he give me back the letter. I will tell him that it only concerned my dismissal and that he's to give it back.
No, Nils, you must not recall your letter.
But tell me, wasn't that the very reason you asked me to meet you here in the first place?
In my first moment of fright, it was. But 24 hours have elapsed since then, and in that time I have witnessed incredible things in this house. Helmer must know all about it. This unhappy secret must be disclosed. They must have a complete understanding between them, which is impossible with all this concealment and falsehood going on.
Very well, if you're willing to take that responsibility. There is one thing I can do in any case, and I shall do it at once.
The dance is over. You must go, quick. We are not safe a moment longer.
I will wait for you below.
Yes, do. You must see me back to my door.
I have never had such an amazing piece of good luck in all my life.
Oh, what a difference. What a difference. Someone to work for and live for. A home to bring comfort into. That I will do, indeed. Wish they would be quick and come. Oh, there they are now. I must put on my things.
No, No, don't take me in. I want to go upstairs again. I don't want to leave so early.
My dearest Nora,
Please, Torvald, please, only an hour more.
not a single minute, my sweet Nora. You
Good evening.
know that was our agreement. Come along into the room. You were catching cold standing there. Good evening.
Good evening.
You here so late, Mrs. Lind?
Yes, you must excuse me. I was so anxious to see Nora in her dress.
Have you been sitting here waiting for me?
Yes, unfortunately, I came too late. You had already gone upstairs, and I thought I couldn't go away again without having seen you.
Yes. Take a good look at her. Oh, I think she is worth looking at. Isn't she charming, Mrs. Lind?
Yes, indeed, she is.
Oh, doesn't she look remarkably pretty? Everyone thought so at the dance, but she is terribly self-willed, this sweet little person. What are we to do with her? You will hardly believe that I almost had to bring her away by force.
Torvald, you will repent not having let me stay, even if it were only for half an hour.
Listen to her, Mrs. Lind. She had danced her tarantella, and it had been a tremendous success, as it deserved. Although, possibly, the performance was a trifle too realistic. Oh, a little more so, I mean, than was strictly compatible with the limitations of art. But never mind about that. The chief thing is, she had made a success. She had made a tremendous success. Do you think I was going to let her remain there after that and spoil the effect? No, indeed. I took my charming little Capri maiden, my capricious little Capri maiden, I should say, on my arm, took one quick turn around the room, curtsy on either side, and as they say in novels, the beautiful apparition disappeared. Next, it ought always to be effective, Mrs. Lind, but that is what I cannot make Nora understand. Whew. This room is hot. Hello, it's all dark in here. Oh, of course. Excuse me.
Well?
I have had a talk with him.
Yes, and?
Nora, you must tell your husband all about it.
I knew it.
You have nothing to be afraid of as far as Krogstad is concerned. But you must tell him.
I won't tell him.
Then the letter will.
Thank you, Christine. Now I know what I must do. Gosh.
Well, Mrs. Lind, have you admired her?
Yes, and now I will say goodnight.
Oh, what? Already? Oh, is this yours? This knitting?
Yes, thank you, my knitting. I had very nearly forgotten it.
So, you knit?
Of course.
No, do you know, you ought to embroider.
Really? Why?
Oh, yes. It's far more becoming. No, let me show you. You hold the embroidery thus in your left hand and use the needle with the right, like this, with a long, easy sweep. Do you see?
Yes, perhaps.
But in the case of knitting, well, that can never be anything but ungraceful. Look here, the arms close together, the knitting needles going up and down. It has a sort of Chinese effect. Oh, that was really excellent champagne they gave us. Ooh.
Well, good night, Nora, and don't be self-willed anymore.
No, that's right, Mrs. Lind.
Good night, Mr. Helmer.
Good night. Good night. I hope you will get home all right. I should be very happy to, but you haven't any great distance to go. Night. Night. Last. Got rid of her. She's a frightful bore, that woman.
Aren't you very tired, Torvald?
Oh, not in the least.
Nor sleepy?
Not a bit. On the contrary, I feel extraordinarily lively. And you? You really look both tired and sleepy.
Yes, I am very tired. I want to go to sleep at once.
Ah, there, you see. Oh, it's quite right of me not to let you stay there any longer.
Everything you do is quite right, Torvald.
Now, my little Skylark is speaking reasonably. Did you notice what good spirits Rank was in this evening?
Really? Was he? I didn't speak to him at all.
Oh, I very little, but not for a long time seen him in such good form. Oh. It is delightful to be at home by ourselves again, to be all alone with you, you fascinating, charming little darling.
Don't look at me like that, Torvald.
Well, why shouldn't I look at my dearest treasure, at all the beauty that is mine, all my very own?
You mustn't say things like that to me tonight.
You have still got the Tarantella in your blood, I see. And it makes you more captivating than ever. Listen. The guests are beginning to go now. Nora, soon the whole house will be quiet.
Yes, I hope so.
Yes, my own darling Nora. Do you know, when I'm out at a party with you like this, why I speak so little to you, keep away from you, and only send a stolen glance in your direction now and then? Do you know why I do that? Huh? It's because I make believe to myself that we are secretly in love. And you are my secretly promised bride, and that no one suspects there is anything between us.
Yes, I know very well your thoughts are with me all the time.
And when we are leaving, and I'm putting the shawl over your beautiful young shoulders, on your lovely neck, then I imagine that you are my young bride and that we have just come from the wedding. And I am bringing you for the first time into our home, to be alone with you for the first time. Oh, quite alone with my shy little darling. All this evening I have longed for nothing but you. Oh, when I watched the seductive figures of the Tarantella, my blood was on fire. I could endure it no longer, and that was why I brought you down so early.
Go away, Torvald. You must let me go. I won't.
What's that? Ah, you're joking. My little Nora, you won't. You won't. Am I not your husband?
Did you hear?
Who is it?
It is I. May I come in for a moment?
Oh, what does he want now? Wait a minute. Come! That's kind of you not to pass by our door.
I thought I heard your voice and felt as if I should like to look in. Ah, yes, these dear, familiar rooms. You are very happy and cozy in here, you two.
It seems to me that you looked after yourself pretty well upstairs, too.
Excellently. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't one enjoy everything in this world? At any rate, as much as one can, as long as one can. The wine, was capital.
Especially the champagne.
So you noticed that too. It is almost incredible how much I managed to put away.
Torvald drank a great deal of champagne too tonight.
Oh, did he?
Yes, and he is always in such good spirits afterwards.
Well, why should not one enjoy a merry evening after a well-spent day?
Well spent. I'm afraid I can't take credit for that.
Ah, but I can, you know.
Dr. Rank, you must have been occupied with some scientific investigation today.
Exactly.
Just listen. Little Nora talking about scientific investigation.
And may I congratulate you on the result?
Indeed, you may.
Was it favorable then?
The best possible for both doctor and patient. Certainty.
Certainty?
Absolute certainty. So wasn't I entitled to make a merry evening of it after that?
Yes, you certainly were, Dr. Rank.
Yeah, I think so too. So long as you don't have to pay for it in the morning.
Oh, well, one can't have anything in this life without paying for it.
Dr. Rank, are you fond of fancy dress balls?
Yes, if there is a fine lot of pretty costumes.
Tell me, what shall we two wear at the next?
Oh, little feather brain. Oh, are you thinking of the next already?
We too? Yes, I can tell you. You shall go as a good fairy.
Oh, yes. Well, what do you suggest as an appropriate costume for that?
Let your wife go dressed just as she is in everyday life.
Oh, that was really very prettily done. But can't you tell us what you will be?
Yes, my dear friend, I have quite made up my mind about that.
Well,
At the next fancy dress ball, I shall be invisible.
oh, that's a good joke.
There is a big black hat. Have you never heard of hats that make you invisible? If you put one on, no one can see you.
Yes, you are quite right.
But I am clean forgetting what I came for. Helma, give me a cigar, one of the dark Havanas.
With the greatest pleasure.
Thanks.
Let me give you a light.
Thank you. And now, goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, dear old man.
Sleep well, Dr. Rank.
Oh, thank you for that wish.
Wish me the same.
You? Well, if you want me to sleep well. And thanks for the light.
He has drunk more than he ought.
Maybe. Torvald, what are you going to do there?
Emptying the letterbox. It is quite full. There will be no room to put the newspaper in tomorrow morning.
Are you going to work tonight?
Oh, you know quite well I'm not. What is this? Someone has been at the lock.
At the lock?
Yes, someone has. What can it mean? I should never have thought the maid. Here's a broken hairpin. Nora, it is one of yours.
It must have been the children.
Then you must get them out of those ways. There. At last. I've got it open. Helen! Helen, put on the light over the front door. Look at that. Look at what heap of them there are. What on earth is that?
The letter! No, Torvald, no!
2 cards of ranks.
Of Dr. Ranks.
Dr. Rank. They were on the top. Must have put them in when he went out.
Is there anything written on them?
There is a black cross over the name. Oh, look there. What an uncomfortable idea. Looks as if he were announcing his own death.
It is just what he is doing.
What? Do you know anything about it? Has he said anything to you?
Yes. He told me that when the cards came, it would be his leave taking from us. He means to shut himself up and die.
My poor old friend. Well, certainly I knew we should not have him very long with us, but so soon? And so he hides himself away like a wounded animal.
If it has to happen, it is best it should be without a word. Don't you think so, Torvald?
Yeah, he had so grown into our lives. I can't think of him as having gone out of them. He, with his sufferings and his loneliness, was like a cloudy background to our sunlit happiness. Well, perhaps it is best so. For him, anyway. And perhaps for us too, Nora, we two are thrown quite upon each other now. My darling wife, I don't feel as if I could hold you tight enough. Do you know, Nora, I have often wished that you might be threatened by some great danger so that I might risk my life's blood and everything for your sake.
No, you must read your letters.
No, not tonight. I want to be with you, my darling wife.
With the thought of your friends.
You are right. It has affected us both. So something ugly has come between us. The thought of the horrors of death. We must try and rid our minds of that. Until then, we will each go to our own room.
Good night, Torvald. Good night.
Good night, my sweet little singing bird. Sleep sound, Nora. Now I will read my letters through.
Never to see him again. Never, ever. Never to see my children again either. Never again. The icy black water, the unfathomable depths. If only it were over. He has got it now. He's reading it now. Goodbye, Torvald. Goodbye, my children.
Nora! What is this? Do you know what is in this letter?
Yes, I know. Let me go. Let me get out.
Where are you going?
You shan't save me, Torvald.
Oh, true? Is this true that I read here? Horrible! No, it is impossible that it can be true.
It is true. I have loved you above everything else in the world.
Oh, don't let us have any silly excuses.
Torvald!
Miserable creature! What have you done?
Let me go! You shall not suffer for my sake. You shall not take it upon yourself.
No tragic airs, please! Here you shall stay and give me an explanation. Do you understand what you've done? Answer me, do you understand what you have done?
Yes. Now I'm beginning to understand
Oh,
thoroughly.
what a horrible awakening! All these 8 years, she who was my joy and pride, a hypocrite, a liar, no, worse, a criminal. The unutterable ugliness of it all. But for shame, for shame! I ought to have suspected that something of the sort would happen. I ought to have foreseen it. All your father's want of
What-
Be silent! All your father's want of principle has come out in you. No religion, no morality, no sense of duty, and now I am punished for having winked at what he did. I did it for your sake. And this is how you repay me.
Yes, that's just it.
Oh. Well, now you have destroyed all my happiness. You have ruined all my future. It is horrible to think of. I am in the power of an unscrupulous man. He can do what he likes with me. Ask anything he likes of me. Give me any orders he pleases. Oh, I dare not refuse. And I must sink to such miserable depths because of a thoughtless woman?
When I am out of the way, you will be free.
No fine speeches, please. Your father had plenty of those always ready too. And what good would it be to me if you were out of the way, as you say? Not the slightest. He can make the affair known everywhere, and if he does, I may be falsely suspected of having been a party to your criminal action. Or very likely, people will think I was behind it all, that it was I who prompted you. And I have you to thank for all this. You who I have cherished during the whole of our married life. Do you understand now what it is you've done for me?
Yes.
It is so incredible. I cannot take it in. But we must come to some understanding. Take off that shawl. Take it off, I tell you. I must try and appease him some way or another. The matter must be hushed up at any cost. And as for you and me, it must appear as if everything between us were just as before, but naturally only in the eyes of the world. You will still remain in my house. That is a matter of course. But I shall not allow you to bring up the children. I dare not trust them to you. To think that I should be obliged to say, so it is one whom I have loved so dearly and whom No. That is all over. From this moment, happiness is not the question. All that concerns us is to save the remains, the fragments, the appearance. Oh, what is that? So late? Can the worst? Can he Hide yourself, Nora. Say you are ill.
A letter. For the mistress.
Give it to me. Yes, it is from him. But you shall not have it. I will read it myself.
Yes, read it.
I scarcely have the courage to do it. It may mean ruin for both of us. No, I must know. Nora! Nora, no, I must read it once again. Oh, yes. Is it true? I am saved, Nora, I am saved!
And I?
You too, of course. We are both saved, both you and I. Look, he sends you your bond back. He says he regrets and repents that a happy change in his life. No, never mind what he says. We are saved, Nora. No one can do anything to you. Oh, Nora, no. First, I must destroy these hateful things. No, I won't look at it. The whole thing shall be nothing but a bad dream to me. There. Now it doesn't exist any longer. He says that since Christmas Eve, these must have been 3 dreadful days for you, Nora.
I have fought a hard fight these 3 days.
And suffered agonies and seen no way out, but no, we won't call any of the horrors to mind. We will only shout with joy and keep saying, it's all over, it's all over! Listen to me, Nora. You don't seem to realize that it is all over. What is this? Such a cold, set face. My poor little Laura, I quite understand. You don't feel as if you could believe that I have forgiven you. Oh, but it is true, Nora. I have forgiven you everything. I know that what you did, you did out of love for me.
That is true.
Oh, you have loved me as a wife ought to love her husband. Only you had not sufficient knowledge to judge of the means you used. But do you suppose you are any the less dear to me because you don't understand how to act on your own responsibility? Oh, no. Only lean on me. I will advise you and direct you. What? I should not be a man if this womanly helplessness did not just give you a double attractiveness in my eyes. You must not think any more about the hard things I said in my first moment of consternation when I thought everything was going to overwhelm me. I have forgiven you, Nora. I swear to you I have forgiven you.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
No, don't go. What are you doing in there?
Taking off my fancy dress.
Oh, yes. Do. Try and calm yourself and make your mind easy again, my frightened little singing bird. Be at rest and feel secure. I have broad wings to shelter you under. How warm and cozy our home is, Nora. Here is shelter for you. Here I will protect you like a hunted dove that I've saved from a hawk's claws. I will bring peace to your poor beating heart. Now, it will come, little by little, Nora. Believe me. Tomorrow morning you will just look upon it all quite differently. Soon everything will be just as it was before. Very soon you won't need me to assure you that I have forgiven you. You will yourself feel the certainty that I have done so. Can you suppose that I should ever think of such a thing as repudiating you or even reproaching you? You've no idea what a true man's heart is like, Nora. There is something so indescribably sweet and satisfying to a man in the knowledge that he has forgiven his wife, or forgiven her freely and with all his heart. It seems as if that had made her, as it were, doubly his own. He's given her a new life, and so to speak, and she has in a way become both wife and child to him. So have no anxiety about anything, Nora. Only be frank and open with me, and I will serve as will and conscience both to you. What is this? Not gone to bed? Have you changed your things?
Yes, Torvald, I have changed my things now.
But what for? So late as this?
I shall not sleep tonight.
But my dear Nora,
It is not so very late. Sit down here, Torvald. You and I have much to say to one another.
Nora, what is this? This cold, set face?
Sit down. It will take some time. I have a lot to talk over with you.
You alarm me, Nora. I don't understand you.
That's just it. You don't understand me. And I have never understood you either before tonight. No, you mustn't interrupt me. You must simply listen to what I say, Torvald. This is a settling of accounts.
What do you mean by that?
Isn't there one thing that strikes you as strange in our sitting here like this?
What is that?
We have been married 8 years now. Does it not occur to you that this is the first time we two, you and I, husband and wife, have had a serious conversation?
What do you mean by serious?
In all these 8 years, longer than that, from the very beginning of our acquaintance, we have never exchanged a word on any serious subject.
Was it likely that I would be continually and forever telling you about worries that you could not help me to bear?
I am not speaking about business matters. I say that we have never sat down in earnest to try to get at the bottom of anything.
But, dearest Nora, would it have been any good to you?
That is just it. You have never understood me. I have been greatly wronged, Torvald. First by Papa and then by you.
What? By us two, who have loved you better than anyone else in the world?
You have never loved me. You have only thought it pleasant to be in love with me.
Nora, what do I hear you saying?
It is perfectly true, Torvald. When I was at home with Papa, he told me his opinion about everything, and so I had the same opinions. And if I differed from him, I concealed the fact because he would not have liked it. He called me his doll child, and he played with me just as I used to play with my dolls. And when I came to live with you, It was a
What
very
sort of an expression is that you use about our marriage?
I mean that I was simply transferred from Papa's hands into yours. You arranged everything according to your taste, and so I got the same tastes as you, or else I pretended to. I am really not quite sure which. I think sometimes one thing and then the other. When I look back on it, it seems to me as if I'd been living here like a poor woman, just from hand to mouth. I have existed merely to perform tricks for you, Torvald. But you would have it so. You and Papa have committed a great sin against me. It is your fault that I have made nothing of my life.
How unreasonable and how ungrateful you are, Nora. Have you not been happy here?
No, I have never been happy. I thought I was, but it has never really been so.
Not happy.
No, only merry. And you have always been so kind to me, but our home has been nothing but a playroom. I have been your doll wife. Just as at home I was Papa's doll child. And here the children have been my dolls. I thought it great fun when you played with me, just as they thought it great fun when I played with them. That is what our marriage has been, Torvald.
There is some truth in what you say. Exaggerated and strained as your view of it is. But for the future, it shall be different. Playtime shall be over, and lesson time shall begin.
Whose lessons, mine or the children's?
Both yours and the children's, my darling Nora.
Alas, Torvald, you are not the man to educate me into being a proper wife for you.
And you can say that.
And how am I fitted to bring up the children?
Nora!
Didn't you say yourself a little while ago that you dare not trust me to bring them up?
In a moment of anger, why do you pay any heed to that?
Indeed, you were perfectly right. I am not fit for the task. There is another task I must undertake first. I must try and educate myself. You are not the man to help me to do that. I must do that for myself. And that is why I'm going to leave you now.
What are you saying?
I must stand quite alone if I am to understand myself and everything about me. It is for that reason I cannot remain with you any longer.
Nora.
I'm going away from here now at once. I'm sure Christine will take me in for the night.
You are out of your mind. I won't allow it. I forbid you.
It is no use forbidding me anything any longer. I will take with me what belongs to myself. I will take nothing from you, either now or later.
What sort of madness is this?
Tomorrow I shall go home. I mean to my old home. It will be easiest for me to find something to do there.
You blind, foolish woman.
I must try and get some sense, Torvald.
To desert your home, your husband, and your children. You don't consider what people will say?
I cannot consider that at all. I only know that it is necessary for me.
It's shocking. This is how you would neglect your most sacred duties.
What do you consider my most sacred duties?
Do I need to tell you that? Are they not your duties to your husband and your children?
I have other duties just as sacred.
That you have not. What duties could those be?
Duties to myself.
Before all else, you are a wife and mother.
I don't believe that any longer. I believe that before all else, I am a reasonable human being, just as you are. Or at all events, I must try and become one. I know quite well, Torvald, that most people would think you right, and that views of that kind are to be found in books. But I can no longer content myself with what most people say, or with what is found in books. I must think things over for myself and get to understand them.
Can you not understand your place in your own home? Have you not a reliable guide in such matters as that? Have you no religion?
I'm afraid, Torvald, I do not exactly know what religion is.
Oh, what are you saying?
I know nothing but what the clergyman said when I went to be confirmed. He told us religion was this and that and the other. When I'm away from all this and I'm alone, I will look into the matter. I will see if what the clergyman said is true, or at all events, if it is true for me.
This is unheard of in a girl of your age. But if religion cannot lead you aright, let me try and awaken your conscience. I suppose you have some moral sense? Answer me. Am I to think you have none?
I assure you, Torvald, that is not an easy question to answer. I really don't know. The thing perplexes me altogether. I only know that you and I look at it in quite a different light. I am learning, too, that the law is quite another thing from what I supposed. But I find it impossible to convince myself that the law is right. According to it, a woman has no right to spare her old dying father or to save her husband's life. I can't believe that.
Talk like a child. You don't understand the conditions of the world in which you live.
No, I don't, but now I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can make out who is right, the world or I.
You are ill, Nora. You are delirious. I almost think you are out of your mind.
I have never felt my mind so clear and certain as tonight.
And is it with a clear and certain mind that you forsake your husband and your children?
Yes, it is.
Then there is only one possible explanation.
What is that?
You do not love me anymore.
No, that is just it.
Nora, and you can say that?
It gives me great pain, Torvald. For you have always been so kind to me, but I cannot help it. I do not love you anymore.
Is that a clear and certain conviction too?
Yes, absolutely clear and certain. That is the reason why I will not stay here any longer.
And can you tell me what I have done to forfeit your love?
Yes, indeed I can. It was tonight when the wonderful thing did not happen. Then I saw you were not the man I thought you were.
Oh, explain yourself better. I do not understand you.
I have waited so patiently for 8 years. For goodness knows, I knew very well that wonderful things don't happen every day. Then this horrible misfortune came upon me, and then I felt quite certain that the wonderful thing was going to happen at last. When Krogstad's letter was lying out there, never for a moment did I imagine that you would consent to accept this man's conditions. I was absolutely certain that you would say to him, publish the thing to the world. And when that was done, you would take it.
Yeah, well, yes, what then? What then? When I had exposed my wife to shame and disgrace.
When that was done, I was so absolutely certain you would come forward and take everything upon yourself and say, I am the guilty one.
No.
You mean that I would never have accepted such a sacrifice on your part? No, of course not. But what would my assurances have been worth against yours? That was the wonderful thing which I hoped for and feared. And it was to prevent that I wanted to kill myself.
I would gladly work night and day for you, Nora. bear sorrow and want for your sake. No man would sacrifice his honor for the one he loves.
It is a thing thousands of women have done.
You think and talk like a heedless child.
Maybe. But you neither think nor talk like the man I could bind myself to. As soon as your fear was over, and it was not fear for what threatened me, but for what might happen to you. When the whole thing was past, as far as you were concerned, it was exactly as if nothing at all had happened. Exactly as before. I was your little skylark, your doll, which you would in future treat with doubly gentle care because it was so brittle and fragile. Torvald, it was then that it dawned on me that for 8 years I have been living here with a strange man and borne him 3 children. Oh, I can't bear to think of it. I could tear myself into little bits.
I see. I see. An abyss has opened up between us. There's no denying it, but Nora, would it not be possible to fill it up?
As I am now, I'm no wife for you.
I have it in me to become a different man.
Perhaps. If your doll is taken away from you.
But depart from you. No, Nora. I can't understand that idea.
That makes it all the more certain that it must be done.
Nora, no, not now. Wait until tomorrow.
I cannot spend the night in a strange man's room.
Can't we live here like brother and sister?
You know very well that would not last long. Goodbye, Torvald. I won't see the little ones. I know they are in better hands than mine. As I am now, I can be of no use to them.
Someday, Nora. Someday?
How can I tell? I have no idea what is going to become of me.
You are my wife, whatever becomes of you.
Listen, Torvald, I have heard that when a wife deserts her husband's house, as I am doing now, he is legally freed from all obligations towards her. In any case, I set you free from all your obligations. You are not to feel yourself bound in the slightest way any more than I shall. There must be perfect freedom on both sides. See, here is your ring back. Give me mine.
That too.
That too.
Here it is.
That's right. Now it is all over. I've put the keys here. The maids know all about everything in the house better than I do. Tomorrow, after I have left her, Christine will come here and pack up my own things that I brought with me from home. I will have them send after me.
All over. Nora, you'll never think of me again.
I know I shall think often of you, the children, this house.
May I write to you, Nora?
No, never. You must not do that.
But at least let me send you just some.
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, let me help you if you are in want.
No, I can receive nothing from a stranger.
Nora, can I never be anything more than a stranger to you?
Oh, Torvald. The most wonderful thing of all would have to happen.
Well, tell me what that would be.
Both you and I would have to be so changed that... Oh, Torvald. I no longer believe in wonderful things happening.
But I will believe in it. But tell me, so change that.
That our life together would be a real wedlock. Goodbye.
Nora. Nora. Empty. She's gone. The most wonderful thing of all.
And now, the cast of A Doll's House. Would you each please introduce yourself and tell us, of course, the role that you played today?
Suppose I'll start us off. My name is Lydia Kelman, and I played Nora.
Thank you.
Since my lovely wife went first, I shall follow. My name is Paul Sheehan, and I was playing the role of Torvald. Thank you so much, everyone.
Christine?
My name is Rose Ziza, and I played the role of Christine Lind and had a wonderful time with this amazing cast. Thank you for this lovely opportunity.
Mr. Krogstad?
My name is Peter Felice. I played Krogstad. Thank you again. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Christine.
Hi, I'm Vincent Ticali. I played Dr. Rank. Loved it.
I'm Zara Zeidman. I played the role of Helen. Thank you.
And I'm Donna White, and I played Anne, the nurse, and adored this. You're so wonderful. Bravo, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
And I'm Jay Michaels, and I got to play with all of them as their director, and it was my honor and privilege, and I had as much a blast as they did. Thank you all. You've been absolutely marvelous, and thank you to our audience for giving us this opportunity. And
Thanks
thank
for
you to
watching.
Sue Agan for being the arbiter of this.
Thank you so much from QCC and QPAC, Queensborough Performing Arts Center. We want to thank you all for joining us for today's presentation of A Doll's House. Thank you again. Signing off now.
This was like PBS, you know?